It's usually in the bed, sometimes on the couch. The grooming generally happens just to her face, but then moves to her ears.
What's he doing?
What usually happens is that Salty's laying on the bed, and Lars comes up and hovers nearby, and then Salty will nudge him a couple of times and maybe lick him once or twice to initiate it, and then he will kind of get the hint and start grooming her. I adopted Salty 5 years ago when she was 1 year old, and I had her for about 2 years when Lars was found in a cardboard box during a blizzard. So he was sort of motherless. He'd never had a mother. Salty was on high alert, kind of like an older sibling that never wanted a baby. I had a few days of like constant monitoring of the two of them. So I left for a couple of hours, and when I got back, I sort of, had my fingers crossed, and I walked in and they were in my bedroom. And then I got closer and realized that Lars was furiously grooming the inside of Salty's ear. So he was so small, he had his whole head shoved into her ear, and she just had this blissful look on her face. It just seemed like from that moment on that Salty was fine with Lars because he would groom her. The first 2 years that I had Lars, he spent no time paying any attention to me. All of his focus was on Salty. Salty comes back into the house, like Lars immediately sniffs all of her paws, almost like to see where she was. The grooming is one thing, but the wrestling is a whole other story. They have this game where when Salty is laying at the foot of my bed on the ground, Lars will go under the bed and just poke him with his hand. Salty will roll on her back, like a potato bug.
Where's Lars? Where's this monkey?
So it's almost like she doesn't know that Lars is a cat, and Lars definitely doesn't know that he's a cat because he's only known dogs. I call him Salty's cat.